Okay, outside, we're going to start thinking about maybe doing these chores a little bit. Normally, you have that rake in your garage, and it is metal and maybe rusted and maybe heavy, unruly. The wooden handle is cracked, all of that going on. And the raking is kind of the easy part, and then you got to get out the shovel and scoop or get on your hands and knees. Take a look at this. Call it the Rake Assassin. Lightweight, 3-in-1, scoop, rake, and shovel. $26.95. It's less than 2 pounds. You're getting almost 50% off right now. And when it comes to doing those chores that we have to do out in the yard, let's make it easy on ourselves. Let's get a multi-tool. Let's get something that is lightweight and sturdy and strong. This is it right there. You're going to see how deep this is, so you can shovel and you can rake and you can scoop all in one. $26.95 here. My special guest today is our home and outdoor expert, Mr. Peter Kilcullen.
How's
Peter,
it
I feel like I
going?
haven't seen you in a while, man.
Yeah, good to
how
see
you doing, buddy?
Hey, yeah, I'm doing great. I mean, when you see something, this is what I love about this. When you see something that changes something that you've seen your entire life, right? Maybe we're raking even when we were, little kids, and you had that rake and it had the metal tines on it that bent, and then after just raking one day, one was going that way and one's going the other way, and it's not working. And then it means, as you just mentioned, you have to get that shovel or some other way to get everything into the trash bags or into that trash can. This 3-in-1, then we like something that does more than one thing.
Multi-tool.
3-in-1, and it does it great. Just an amazing design on a rake that isn't just a rake. So first off, I want you to see the tines on here. Here's the important thing. When you had those metal tines on that rake from when you were a kid, the thing that made them great was that they were flexible, but they weren't strong and they could bend out of shape. Here we've got flexibility, but then they go right back into shape and they're very strong. And that's why it can act as a shovel. So these tines are going to last. They're going to be there. So you've got them for the raking. And then look at the design when you see it this way. It's a shovel design. So you can scoop those leaves. You can do everything you need. But remember the metal rake? You do any metal raking in your day?
Yes, of course.
So when you want to do the gravel and the mulch and things like that, you need that metal rake, but it's usually very, very short, right?
Right, yep.
So here you can use this as the metal rake. And here's what I hated about the metal rake. So you're raking everything together, and then you grab that shovel, and you're throwing half the dirt and half the mulch.
You're picking
away.
everything
You're trying to get the rocks and stones out of there. This is going to sift all that as well as you pick it up. So, I mean, I'm telling you everything about this rake. I get too excited when we talk about the rake. But let's show how we can rake and then lift the leaves. That's the basics of what this can do.
Look at that. Also, can I point out, because of those tines, if you're using a shovel and you're trying to shovel, you're going to catch, because the shovel is metal and because it's kind of solid, you're catching everything on the ground. Because of these tines, you're sliding with such ease. Well, how easy that is to slide. Well, you can pick up a lot with this, Peter.
Yeah, you're so right. And also, the angle, the way they've developed it, I don't have to, get really far down to do this, to angle it the correct way. Basically, you put that flat on the ground, and as you said, it slides in there. And look at that. You're lifting those leaves. But think about this as mulch and gravel. You're trying to remove stones out of an area that you're trying to replace and then put the gravel down or put that mulch down. This does it all. It means you don't need the additional shovel. And you don't need that rake that's just going to last barely a season. This does it all. Oh, let's talk about strong. I know you want to talk about that.
Yeah, look at this. Watch how strong this is. I walked out today and I'm like, what's going on over here? Yeah,
when we
look how
talk
strong
about gravel and we talk about, I mean, it's really not even a contest for this thing. So you can be using this as a real shovel when you want to pick up gravel, you want to pick up the mulch and things like that. There's actually, you know what we didn't even talk about? You know what we're seeing right there?
What is this?
Well, you're skimming your garden pond. That's why this is so great, because you can use it to skim the pond. This particular shovel, rake, skimmer has also become really popular in some of the, let's call them the dirtier jobs that you've got to do out there. So if you're in the horse stable in the barn, you're doing that kind of thing, this is going to be the perfect tool for those areas as well.
Well, you make a good point too, where it does kind of sift through. If I'm just picking up, I'm trying to get the rocks out, I'm trying to get certain things, it will sift through. Now you're not like a normal shovel, you're picking up all of the dirt. A, you're getting rid of all of your dirt and soil. B, it becomes very heavy. This allows you to just get what you need. And speaking of not very heavy, when we come back here, I want to show you This thing, what is this, 2 pounds?
It's
What is
technically
this?
1.8 pounds.
I mean, come on. So easy, and you're not walking back to the garage to get the shovel. It's not like I use the rake, and now, do you like that, Rebecca, our director? Look at I'm spinning this around here. So you're not walking back to get the shovel. You're not walking back to get the other rake. You're not walking back to get the skimmer. It is that multi-tool, and that's what you want. As much as we love being out in our yard, it's the extra stuff, it's the chores that we want to make it a lot easier on ourselves.
Absolutely.
Look how much you're getting there. Nice and easy, done and done.
Ty, I think it's so cool. We always think of technology's got to be something to do with electronics, right?
Yeah,
we got the new phone, and we have a new Bluetooth something. But when you can suddenly say, wait a minute, this is a better rake than the one I've had my whole life, that I don't need that additional shovel, that I can lift, I can skim, I can scoop, I can do it all with this one tool. I think that's pretty neat when you have something that's better than what you've been using, that's stronger, that's going to last. It just really works. The polypropylene is super strong, but flexible, so it works excellent as a rake. Because remember, that flex is what you want when you're raking. So you're pulling it towards you, but then so strong to use this as that shovel, use it for gravel. So again, I always like when you have something that's just better than anything that's been out there to do the jobs that sort of are a must do. We've got to rake the leaves, we've got to pick them up. We want to get those flower beds and all those gravel beds looking great. Maybe it's just doing that gravel driveway, and you need something that can help you do it quicker, faster, easier. Think Rake Assassin.
If in your garage right now you've got a tool or two that is metal, that is rusty, that has a wooden handle, that has a crack in the middle of the wooden handle that maybe you're getting splinters from, that is heavy, that is hard to use, I want you to try this out. It's almost 50% off right now, right? And it's a multi-tool right now, almost 50% off, and it does work really well as a rake. I know a lot of times I'm showing you how much you can pick up and how much you can shovel, but it's a great rake. You can see here, and we have this kind of this faux kind of indoor-outdoor like grass here, and it's getting down in there and picking up the little pieces, and then you're able to scoop. And the design of this handle too, really smart design. It's a bit of almost like a gooseneck here at the bottom. As you said earlier, it's giving you that perfect angle to push and scoop without me wrecking my back.
Yeah, in the same way. So it fits perfectly flat, you don't have to bend. But look at that, when you turn it around, again, the way they've angled everything, that the raking part of it makes it good too. So again, you're not bending over unnecessarily, you're not having to get super low. You can use this, look at that, scooping, it's right there. Yeah. But then that rake position is perfect, and I think you're right. It's all because of that little bend that they have right there, and then the way that that rake is designed. It really is just a flat-out better design for something that we're going to do. Maybe not right now, but if you're 30 days away in whatever part of the country you're in, if you're 2 months away, you're going to be doing this. You're going to be cleaning up after the long winter, and this is the tool to make it easier and faster than last year and the year before that.
Yes, and this will last you year after year as well, and not going to rust like what you may have in your garage right now. There's the green and the red. Right now, more orders coming in for the green. If you want to get yours in, 789-251. It's almost 50% off. I think to be exact, it's like 47% off, $26.95, and you are getting a rake, you are getting a shovel, you're able to skim if you have a little water feature in your backyard, and it's a nice deep shovel as well. Listen, I've had some of those big unruly shovels, and really you couldn't fit it. It wasn't deep. They were just kind of flat. This is nice and deep, and don't confuse lightweight with not being strong. Take a look at that. I mean, geez, that is like the real deal. That's actually that strong. It's funny because you would expect all these tines to just kind of bend or fall. No, it's really strong, really well designed.
Strong, flexible.
You know, again, we've been talking all day about the independence to do things ourselves again, and a lot of us, like I think about my mom and dad getting to a certain age where they can't get out and do stuff anymore because of those old tools, because of the tools that are unruly and heavy. This allows you to get back out there and get the job done and be independent again, right?
Absolutely, and I think, we were used to like, well, this is as good as a rake's going to get.
Right, this
is what we're used to.
Yeah.
The tines are going to be bent, it's going to be rusty, it's the wooden handle's going to be heavy and splinters, but it's not anymore. A better design on a rake, on something that you're going to be doing this season and every season after this, so why not make it easier? Better technology. It's amazing what this rake can do for you.
And it's a multi-tool. When you're picking up tools this year going into this season, I really want you to stop for a minute and think about, can I get something that's a multi-tool? Can I save trips to the garage? Can I not have to store 3 or 4 tools? Just going to store one, and you're only going to spend $26.95 on there. Peter, thank you so much, my friend.
Thank you. Good to see you.
Thank you. I'll see you again very soon.
Yes.
It is gardening season here. Speaking of gardening season, I want to tell you about a brand new show that